Akko here again. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Die Wolf 1.7.10. I am here in my little world, watching my quarry slowly prepare the way for my building. Right, it's episode 10, which means it's a world download. Now, unfortunately, there's not much to download. I mean, my little base is a bit basic, to say the least. I've had a bit of an issue. When I logged on this morning, the world wouldn't load up. I loaded in and then it kept crashing. The quarry was over here somewhere. I think it may have been to do with the liquid thing that I had on, then the quarry pump upgrade. I had to roll back to just after the divide by diamond death, so I lost quite a bit of progress. There's the sun going down, it is. I'll go to sleep. So I had to go back quite a way. But I've recovered what I've done, what I did off cam, back to where I am. So there's quite a few things to talk to you about. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things, and then I'm going to make something, just so we're making something this episode. Might be a bit of a short episode, this one. Like I mentioned last episode, until I can actually build, I'm kind of stuck. I don't really want to build temporary stuff. I could build an infusion altar and stuff, but I might as well just wait until I create a place for it. Well, I remember someone kindly told me that although these aren't quicker on the ender cores, what the ender core allows for is for growth accelerators like a watering can or a ritual of the green grove or sigil of the green grove. I should actually make a sigil of the green grove, and we can see that in action. What's here? Sigil of the green grove. It's Archmage Blood Orb. That's tier 3 magician. Apprentice. Cool. Cool, look, I'll get one of them made, and we'll see that in action. See if that grows. See if they grow quicker on there than on there, because I think they should. Plant you. Plant you. You're fully grown. Plant you. Right. Let's start over here. So yeah, I had an issue. If you remember, at the end of last episode, I'd put the water. I put the liquid pump thing on there. I've been looking around for videos of other people using it. I've not actually found a video. So if you know any videos of anyone using the pump and how they're using it, I'd just like to see it in action, because I've not actually found any videos of it. I'm not 100% sure if I'm doing it correctly. It was like a world renderer thing. I've had a quick search on the forums and stuff like that, and other people have had this issue. It's on the Forge forums. There's lots of replies from official Forge people, you know what I mean? But I don't know if there's an actual fix for it, so I had to go back to an earlier saved version. Luckily, it wasn't too far. I saved it after I divided by diamond. Shortly after that, before I went to the deep dark, I saved. So I went back to placing the deep dark portal. I don't know why I'm grabbing XP for. I don't really care for it. But it's working. At the minute though, I've not got any liquid pump on, so I keep on to keep an eye on it. I've had to clear a little bit of lava out, a little bit of water out to now, but we'll get in there. This is my plan is battery power station on top, underground secret occult laboratory underground is the plan at the minute, which is kind of like the opposite of what I did in Resident Rise last time. Last time I did the magic stuff in the mansion and the tech stuff underground. This time it's going to be the way around. The tech stuff's going to be in the factory, and the secret research lab is going to be hidden underground. That's the plan anyway. So this is exactly as you saw it last time. I've put these. These are quite cool. They're extra utilities, gravel road. They're a connected texture, so make for a nice path. What I'm going to do, this is just around the outside. I'm going to fence from the outside, and then I'm going to bring these roads into the doors and stuff once I know where the doors and stuff are going to be. But I quite like that. It's not the, I mean, it's a nice basic texture, but it's not too over the top, and it's pretty without being too over the top. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I've just got some chiseled stone sorting the edges out there, but there's the basic outline of my planned build anyway. Right, let's jump in here. Whee! Oh, ouch! I was going to land on that. So yeah, I'll get on with that in a bit. I'll make a sigil of the green grove and see how that works. What I'm going to do now is, have we got anything to show you down here? I've done a couple of things down here. This chest was getting really full of ingots, so I made 6 barrels. I've just got my 6 main ingots in there, so copper, tin, iron, gold, silver and lead are in there now. This chest's also very full. I might have to do something with that. very soon, because that's getting away a bit. I've put some conduit from the back of there up to them three, so them three have got power now as well, so they've got power and they've got power. These, it does work quite nice. Whenever that drops under 500k, or that one, I bang the generator next to it with a stack of coal in, and it gets it back up to, sorry, when it gets to 5 million, bang a stack of coal and it gets it back near 10 million, it gets it to about, I think it gets it to 9.8 million. Yesterday before the crash, I did have a photovoltaic cell on there, so this one was getting trickle fed from the sun as well, rather than just use coal all the time, but I haven't replaced that since I logged back on. The portal to the deep dark I put in the wall. If you come back through the portal, I ended up in the wall there, so I took some damage, so I just moved it into the floor. And been doing more research. Someone kindly told me in a comment, I've been really bad at replying to comments up to now since I've been back. I've scanned over them, but I've not took the time to reply. It does take a while to reply, but it's something I mean to do. I just haven't got around to doing it because I've been jumping on the game whenever I can. But someone said there's a bonus to rotten flesh, and it seems to be rotten flesh does seem to give aspects more than a lot of stuff does. And you see we've got 3 out of 4 then. 3 out of 5. 4 out of 6. Yeah. But that's working alright. I've done more research, but still not built anything. Well, you don't need to see that. And nothing really down here apart from that the dirt and the cobble +1. Oh, you got +1 in there. You should not have that +1 there. Weird. They're both full, so any cobble or dirt that comes in through here, like you just saw, cobble and dirt there, they'll get magically destroyed when they go into them, which is kind of cool. That's I've got plenty of space in there, so I don't need to look at that straight away. So okay, what I'm going to do is I will make a sigil of green gold, but I'll do that after I cut in a bit. What I'm going to do is I've got some stuff ready for redstone arse. I do like a bit of redstone arse. Now, I am going to make the armour. I am going to do it at some point. I'm not going to make it just now, but I will make the armour at some point. What I'm going to make now is, I'm tired of using crappy tools. I've been using iron pickaxes I made by mistake, and iron axes, ruby stuff. So what I'm going to do is I've got all the bits here ready to make an omni wrench, a pick, a shovel, and a axe. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, you need to do is put some obsidian through the sag mill. That's what I've done there. So you get 4 pair, so I put in 4, got 16. We actually need 7 of them. So what I'm going to do is put 7 like that, and we're going to want 7 blaze powder in between. That gets us 7 of these obsidian rods. Bit of lag. I should be using my crafting tables really. That gets me the 7 of them guys. What we can do with them is put these on top. These flux crystals are a diamond with 200, so that's, I think that's 1 redstone is 200. Or is 1 redstone 100? 1 redstone's 100. Okay, so it's two redstone. 2 redstone put through the magma crucible into the fluid transposer. Gets you them guys. That's going to get us 7 of these rods. Now what we need to make is some this stuff, pyrotheum dust. You make that with coal powder, redstone, blaze powder, and sulfur dust. Sulfur dust you get as a bonus from. Oops, what am I doing? Sulfur dust you get as a bonus from putting blaze rods through the sag mill to get blaze powder. So I ran 16 blaze rods through there. I've got flint in there, so I get the bonus. I get more bonus, and that got me some sulfur as well. So you can see there I've got 6 more sulfur dust in there. That gets me them guys, the pyrotheum dust. Then what we need is to make some electrum ingots. So that's just gold and silver in alloy mode in the furnace there. I'll put that back. Now I'm done with it. There we go. Gold and silver gets you electrum ingots. Then once you've got the electrum ingots, you want to put them through the sag mill to make them into electrum blend. And then once you've got that, they want to go in the fluid transposer, and each one of these needs 2 redstone as well. And what that does, that turns them guys into fluxed electrum blend. So electrum blend, which is just pulverized electrum ingots with redstone in the fluid transposer, Gets us them, and now we can use the induction smelter for the first time. We want 5 of them guys, pyrotheum dusts, 10 of them guys, flux electron blend, and nice and slow, because I ain't got any more upgrades than this. I'll explain that. Someone kindly explain that in a comment as well. And again, I'm not making a note of who it was told me. So everything that you could do in 1.6 you can do now in 1.7 with these as they come, the basic ones. If you upgrade them to the higher versions and get more augment slots, and certain augments can only be added to upgraded ones. So if we look at expansion here, family expansion, if we look at page 2 there, you see that one, you know, some of them say what level machine it needs to be. I thought they said what level machine it needs to be. Ah, there we go, that one does, look. So you see there, the secondary reception coil, it increases your speed but uses more energy and you get less chance of bonus materials. But that one needs a hardened machine, that one needs a reinforced machine, and that one needs a resonant machine. So the machines I've got, even if I took the current augments out, if I took them out, because they can come in and out, if I took them guys out, then I still could not put them ones in, because I've not got the right level machine. So I hope that makes sense to you. It makes sense to me now, so I hope it makes sense to you as well. Right, there we go. What we've got there is flux electrum ingots. Now, just so to show you the armour, it's the normal armour patterns making up these guys. So that's just them diamonds with redstone, the flux ingots in the middle, and the nuggets on the outside, which of course is just an ingot made into nuggets. So it is pretty straightforward. It's just pricey on diamonds really, but I've got loads of diamonds. I might actually make the armour. I might throw the armour together off camera so we can see how tough it is. What I'm going to do now is into a workbench here. First of all, I want a Omni wrench. There we go. Now this, as soon as it's in my bar, should start charging, because that Ender IO wireless charger is going to charge it up. Look at that, wonderful. Also serves as shears. Nice. That's the first thing I wanted to make. Now secondly, I want a pick, and now an axe, and finally shovel. Hooray! Cool. So I've got a nice set of tools. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut camera. I'm going to go enchant all these guys up with my enchant books and my plenty of XP there, and get them to the state that I want them in. I'll be back in a bit. Okay then, here we are. I have got efficiency, fortune and unbreaking on my pick. I've got efficiency and unbreaking on my shovel and my axe. And I'm about to put unbreaking on the Omni wrench there. If I press shift, you see that uses 200 RF per use. These ones that I put unbreaking on only use 80 RF. So that's what adding unbreaking does to these, because you don't actually use any durability of the tool. It uses power. So you don't actually, so you maybe wouldn't think you need unbreaking, but if you put unbreaking on, you see there 200 RF per use. When we take it out, it's going to be 80 RF per use. So you're actually saving 120 RF per use. And there goes my anvil. About time that went. I put these little signs behind there, by the way, for what enchants are in the shelves there. I also got a pair of multicoloured spectacles from a chest, so I thought I'd put them on there. So I'm not actually 100% sure how these use power. It's been a while, and you know I'm forgetful, but I don't know if they automatically use power all the time when they're empowered. I don't think they do. So let's have a quick look at the shovel. So when it's not empowered, it's just a very fast shovel, and that shouldn't be taking any energy, because it is. It's still taking energy. Okay. So what does empowering it do to me then? Empowering it makes it so it goes a line of 5. That's it. So it looks like it uses RF anyway, even if it's not empowered. But so if we look at that, so it's got 157,360. I used 2. So it uses 160. So they use power whether you are empowered or not, but when they are empowered, it changes the way they work. So you can see I can knock big holes of 5 there, so I can tidy this up a bit before I put the weld download on, level it all out and stuff for you, because I'm a bit OCD like that. So that's how the shovel works. Normal it works. I might put silk touch on the shovel at some point, I'm not sure yet. I might just make a second one cheap enough. Look at that though, I can really cut through stuff with that really quick. There we go. So the shovel works in a 5x1 line. Now, if I can remember correctly, I don't really want to cut any of these trees down in a minute, but let's have a look what the axe does. So in normal mode, it just chops wood down nice and quick. In powered mode, I think it does a 3x3 lump. So it took the one above and below it as well. I think it took 3 then. Let me jump up there instead, it's easier. There we go, so that's in power mode of that. It does 3x3 blocks, so if you're cutting down a great wood tree, that's going to be quite nice. I'll turn that off for now, and the pick, okay, let's go see what the pick can do for us. Might as well jump down the quarry hole. What are them? Anyone know what they are? It's affecting me, I've got a natural hunger. Looks like some kind of hunger wisp. Yeah, I've seen them floating around the day. There's a couple of different colour ones. There's a pink one as well, I think. Let's drop down here then. As you can see, I had a spawner there. There was a zombie spawner and a chest I got some goodies out of. So I've got fortune. Let's have a look at this. So single block. The fortune didn't seem to work on that then. Or was I just unlucky? That worked that time. Do I remember that they don't always work the first time? Not sure. Working now though. So that's in unempowered mode, and then if you empower it, what's it do? Cool, so it does 3 high. Does it do 3 across? No, it does 3 down still. Okay, so it does 3. So that's how you man with the... Hello, cheeky. Oops, that was quite lame of me. So there we go, the empowered version of that does 3 blocks at a time. And even, again though, if it's not empowered, I've got a nice fast pick with fortune on it that doesn't wear down. So as long as I've got energy, as long as I've got power, which I'll always have, then I shall never need another set of tools again now. I didn't make the sword because I actually like this ender. I like the extra drops it gives, so I'm sticking with the ender for now. So I'm not going to make the redstone ass sword. How quick is it on? Yeah, pretty quick. That's efficiency 5, I believe, isn't it? I've got on them. Yeah, efficiency 5. So I've got a nice set of tools there. Cool. So the other thing I'm going to make, as I said, is Sigil of the Green Grove. So I've got my apprentice blood orb, which is my tier 2 blood orb, out of my altar up there. 4 of any sapling, 3 sugar canes, and a reinforced slate. So that's a piece of smooth stone that's been through the altar twice. So if you remember, the first time you put it through, it makes a slate. The second time, so there's a blank slate. That's a piece of smooth stone gets you a blank slate, and then the blank slate back in takes 2000 LP. And you need a tier 2 altar, gets you the reinforced slate. So I can get this guy, Sigil of the Green Grove. Wonderful. And what we'll do with that? Oh, just while I remember, the shovel, if you right click, is a hoe, and the omni wrench, if you right click, shears. Yeah, you better bar. So there we go, I've got some shears and a hoe built into my tool set there as well, which is quite nice. I'll put you on there. So the Sigil of Green Grove, first click will bind it to me, because of course it's not bound. Look, there's no current owner, so I bound it to me, so now it's me, and I also turned it on, so you can see it's turned on when it's lit up. Now things should grow quick when I'm near them. I'm starting to see movement there. 71. But also I can see movement here as well. No, I don't click on stuff, do I? Or do I? Oops. No, I don't click on stuff. I'll just turn it on and off. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's what happens when you click on stuff. Yeah. Yeah. If you just randomly click on the floor, it will act like bone meal. So I just bone mealed the floor there using the blood magic. Let's get rid of them. So if I do get short on ender pearls, if I come stand near this, there should be some green grove effects going on. I certainly think it seems to be growing these quicker, doesn't it? And not so much these. Which would make sense for the ender core thing. Right, unfortunately, I am going to have to wrap up very soon, because I've got to go out in about 10 minutes. The green grove should work on these as well. Just been stood near these, you should see them. There you go, look, all growing nice and quick. So now, if you do download the world and you haven't got enough string, you can just stand over here with the green grove. I will put all my stuff onto. I'll put a chest and an armor stand, and I'll put all my stuff in the chest and on the armor stand, so you can have my gear as well if you want to download the world. I say there's not a lot to see yet, but I'm going to put it for download anyway, just in case you want to see it. That's that done. Yeah, it is. That's done. 86. Armored short. Yeah. Right then. So I'm going to say. Oops, I'm going to say, don't stand on there, fool. I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers. Bye.